All right, before I get started, see this right here on my phone? Silicone acrylic concrete waterproofing sealer. Sealador impermeable para concreto. Made by Tyco. Resist mildew and staining. Fast drying. And I saw this and looking around like, oh, I think this is like a clear, silicone acrylic, and I need a clear one, just to go over the concrete out front. Now, this little building I showed you the other day, little blockchain inside sign I had, I noticed, I've got the air conditioner. Turn this down for a second. Got the air conditioner in the window at the moment. I plan on cutting a hole out in the building to the, like, kind of behind where I'm sitting right now, to the left of me, and a little bit further down. But again, I can't be chopping this place up and putting up a wall or doing that. I don't quite own this place yet. We are trying to close like within the next 2 weeks. So again, I can't do that. So I realized I'll just stick it. It's a window unit anyways, AC. I'll stick it in the window. And if, God forbid, if this thing fell through or something, I could just take it right out of the window and take it with me to the next place. Right? So, I'm just, obviously I can't come in here and act like I own the place yet. I can't do nothing. So I'm noticing when I'm running the AC, of course it drips down. It's a concrete front porch and everything. And it looked like it's fairly new, actually. So they must have, I'm assuming the guy put it in before he sold this house to me, or listed it for sale. But you can start to see, like when I come out to do videos, a little bit of green, algae or whatever the heck you call it. Not really algae, whatever it is. Maybe it is algae building up there where the water would drip down the, porch on this thing. So I'm like, all right, I'll get my pressure washer out and spray that down. But whenever I do that, I need to go ahead and seal this concrete that same day, because I'm not going to go do videos again, have that thing drip, and the next thing I know, a few days goes by and it's freaking starting to get green again, So anyway, so I get that stuff. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is the joys of being a homeowner. Little jobs and chores and stuff. Got myself busy, and I'm not like super busy, but I do find myself getting out here in the Florida heat, and I don't know what the full reason is, but I kind of remember this happening in Tennessee too. I'm outside, you're outside just for a little bit, and I'm sweating like a filthy pig. Start doing anything, and I'm just drenched from the top down. So I'll usually have my shirt off, or have like an old wife beater white shirt on, and I'm just pretty much, wiping my freaking sweat and everything else on. But I'm like, you know what? This belt I've been wearing for a long time now, because I've got shorts. I should be a 32 waist. To be quite honest with you, I should be a 32. And I find even some of the 34 stuff was a bit tight. So I said, all right, next time we go to the store, I'll get some shorts and pants in 36. Now, without a belt, 36 is falling off me. I mean, it is falling off. So I got a belt, had a belt. Put the belt on. Second, rung, if you will. Second hole. And that was normally good. I'm finding myself needing the third hole now. And I had some jean shorts that I wore, just kind of, doing my little dirty workout here, whatever. And they're 34s, and they were the kind that have to leave the top, the button undone. Zip it up and leave the button undone. I can zip those suckers up now easily. So I'm like, I need to freaking weigh myself. Somebody told me the other day in my comments, hey, I can tell you've been lost some weight and see it in your face. So I weighed myself. Man, I was probably like 182, 183, 184, just depending on whatever. I weighed myself today, 172. Believe it or not, my ideal weight for being, 5'10" or 5'9", whatever I'm at, so around 5'10", I think, is probably is like $160. I'm almost there. So all these little chores and little things I'm doing helping me lose weight. So it's kind of neat having a little bit of property you got to keep up with. You can't just sit around on your butt all day. So anyway, so I get that stuff and got the, it's basically like painting, get a roller, paint the freaking floor, essentially what you're doing. So I went ahead and pressure washed it all. Ended up putting a fan out there to try to help dry it, but I first got my leaf blower and spread out all the water after I was done pressure washing to help it disperse and evaporate and all that quicker, which actually worked quite well, by the way. And came out a few hours later, and I was like, oh, cool, it's ready. So I got the blower out again just to, after the pressure washing, dirt stuff getting there. So I went ahead and blew off one more time, and sure enough, there's some more dirt and stuff, so I blew it off. It was ready to go. So I'm thinking, I'm opening this can of paint or acrylic sealer, if you will. And I look right in there, and it looks clear as can be. Right there at the top. Yep, that's clear. It's a little bit thick, but it's clear. Okay. So I pour enough into the pan, painting pan or whatever. Start painting the floor essentially. It's not, and I can see it. It's it's sealing it up. Okay, cool. Go to pour some more. I'm like, that looks a little bit darker to me. Kind of a tannish color. That one's over there. That is clear. It is absolutely clear. I'm positive. I can see it. It's clear. But this is a little more tan. Let me get a little something over here and stir this baby. Oh, it was tan. And I'll show you what I just didn't see. Let me show you. Pull this up. I did not see. And I'll tell you what threw me off maybe. The left and right side of the picture, right? It's got like a, it says solvent, solid, solvent, whatever. But right here, which this camera, I can tell is terrible for this, but Bombay. Oh, that's the color, Bombay. Gotcha. Well, if I would have known that, I would have stirred it up right off the bat, but I didn't. But now I've got, 3/4, around a little more than half of the can. And I need to go ahead and stir it up now. So I went ahead and stirred it up and finished doing the rest of the porch there. And I'm like, if I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have picked Bombay tan. This whole building is white. And I'm thinking, well, I'll get another can of this stuff. I'll do it that color. And then maybe I'll see if I can find like a white one. And then do the thing white. But then I'm thinking like a white porch. Do I really want that either? Then again, there's that gray color, driveway kind of thing. Maybe I'll go with that. But I can't have Jabroni spots. Jabroni clear, tan in the middle, and tan on the other side mostly, but with a little bit of Jabroni clear. Jabroni being me, who Jabronied the whole thing. So, I'm going to share that little story with you. I'm out here painting and got to do it all over again. I've never in my life had to do that. I've never had to seal concrete or paint a sidewalk or porch, none of that stuff. But I'm like, hey, it's, I don't think they could be upset with me for painting the porch and sealing it. You know what I mean? But if I knock a hole in the wall to put an AC unit, I'm not going to do that yet. But again, if I could, it would have been dripping back here where there's dirt and stuff. I'd put some rocks, little pebbles down there for the water to drip on, whatever, and call it a day. But since I put it up there, it's dripping. Now I'm getting a little mildew stuff. Whatever it is, not really mildew, green stuff that grows. And so I pressure washed it. And I'm like, okay, I have to seal this or else I'm, and it may be a month or so before I can get this thing, to where I like it, where I can close the window, put a hole in the wall, put some, what do you call it? Insulation in the wall because there's none in here. And surprisingly, it does not get that hot in here. This building acts like it freaking is, in the shade all day, and it's not. It's very weird to me. It should be burning up in here a lot of times, and it's not. So I'm thinking maybe that's why they put up the board on this side and that side behind me without any insulation. Like, just for whatever reason, just does great. Just doesn't get real hot. Anyways. So I started to tell myself I was only going to do 2 videos today. And then I had to blab my mouth about this whole thing. And I realized it's almost 9 minutes. I talked about this for 9 minutes. So this is going to be my 3rd video. Except it'll be with the first one. So I'll do 3 videos today. This will be basically a non, off-topic stuff getting done at the house video like I did the other day. Just in case, because there are a lot of people who like to hear that. Wait, what are you doing, man? Tell me some stuff you're doing. What do you got going on? But then there's other people like Joe, time's money. I don't have time for that. I just want to hear the news and this, and I got to go. So I'm going to try to please both of you. That's why I'm titling it. Off-topic, house stuff, whatever. Those who want to watch it, go ahead. Those who don't. So the other thing is, we got this freaking hurricane going off in Texas, which apparently has caused some pretty decent damage. One person's dead so far. 250,000 people without power. Some pretty destructive stuff going on over there. It starts raining over here, of course. Clouds everywhere. And I actually think as far away as that thing is, got the whole Gulf of Mexico. Those outer bands, boy, they're just making up some clouds over here. And so it's like raining and it would stop and rain some more. So I'm like, okay, it looks like it's done now. Finally, let me go out here and do this this acrylic thing on the concrete sealer. And got it in and out. Apparently with just enough time. It's sealed up, dried, and of course, I need another layer, which I'll probably try to do tomorrow, but looked up the weather. Tomorrow, weather is pretty much the same. So maybe I'll find a sweet spot in between there and try to do a second coat, plus get the clear side finished for the first time. Can't have clear, jabroni clear and tan in the middle. Can't come over here and riff-raff the place up. It's a nice place over here. I got to keep things real. Keep it nice over here. Can't be, jerry-rigging stuff. Got to do it right, as they say, which is why I ran the fiber, put it through 1 inch or half-inch conduit PVC, electrical gray color. I'm not going to just tie strap it to the fence, even though it's outdoor wiring. Do it right, Jason, man. Ain't got time for games. Not to mention, you're losing 10 pounds in the process, baby. Take care.